science subject with me. You know myself Krishna Oza, and we are studying here 9th standard biology. Today we are going to start a new chapter. The chapter number 6, and name of the chapter is tissues. But before I start, let me ask you a few questions. As you all know that the basic component or basic unit of any living organism is cell. Right? We studied in the last chapter, that is chapter number 5, the fundamental unit of life. Right? Now when the cells of same type which are doing the same function, when they work together, then they are known as, yes, that is tissues. Right? So when same type of cells come together and work together, they are known as tissue. So similar type of cells form tissues, then same type of tissues form an organ, then many organs form an organism. Right? So we can say that cell is the basic unit of life, and the cells when come together and do the similar functions, then it is known as tissue. In this chapter we have to study about the tissues. Okay, here we are going to study about plant tissues as well as animal tissues. But before we start, let me tell you few things. As we know, in unicellular organism like amoeba, the function like intake of food, excretion of waste, breathing, respiration, digestion, these all functions will be done by only and only a single cell. Right? Because we know that amoeba is made up of single cell, it is unicellular organism. Right? Okay. And in multicellular organism, for all these functions, that is for respiration, circulation, excretion, digestion, all these functions, different organs are there. And in these different organs, different tissues are there. And each tissue is made up of same type of cells. Right? So all this occur, means all the functions occur in the, yes, in the multicellular organism will be done by different organs like heart, lungs, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, etc. Okay, so in the multicellular organisms, there is a division of labor. Means all the functions are divided in various types of cells, in various types of tissues, in various types of organs, we can say. The heart will only and only focus on the circulation of blood, while the stomach and small intestine will do the digestion of food. But in amoeba, in unicellular organism, all the functions will be done by only and only one cell, that is amoeba itself. Okay, so here we can say that the term tissue means the group of cells which function together, or we can say the group of same type of cells which function together are known as tissues. Okay, so this is, we can say, the definition of tissues. The group of cells which function together is known as tissue. Right? Okay. Then I told that in this chapter we have to study about two types of tissue, mainly in plants and animals. So first of all, let's see what is the difference between plants and animal tissue. Are both same? Obviously not. As we are not same, means animals and plants are not same, then the tissue inside animals and plants will also be not same. Right. So what is the difference between it? So we can say that plants cannot move while animals can move for food, for mating, for shelter, etc. But plants cannot move from its own place. So the tissues in the plant are generally dead tissues or made up of dead cells. But in animals, the tissues which are present are generally living. Right? So this is the difference between the tissues in plants and animals, that animals have mostly living tissues while plants have mostly dead tissues, because the plants have to adjust in the environment. Okay, plants cannot move to find the shelter, right? So that is why the plants are having the dead tissues. The another difference between plant and animal tissue is in pattern of growth. Pattern of growth means in the plants, the growth pattern is limited in some areas, right? But in animals, it is not so. We grow from hands and from legs only. No, it's not like that. Okay, but in plants, the growth is limited, particularly in the stem, in the roots. Okay, not at all the parts of the plant, right? So the second difference between the plant tissue and animal tissue is, in plant tissue the growth is limited to certain parts, while in animal tissues the growth is not limited. Okay, overall we grow. So this is the second difference between the pattern or the tissues which we are having or plants are having. First difference is the plants have dead cells while animals have living cells, okay, or living tissues, while in second the plants are having limited growth while animals have overall growth, right? So now let's move towards what we are going to study in this chapter. Okay, as I told you that we have to study about both plant tissues and animal tissues. So let's see the overall idea of this chapter. So here you can see that there are two types of tissues. Tissues which are present in the plant, that is plant tissues, and tissues which are present in animals, that is animal tissues, right? So in plant tissue there are mainly two types of plant tissue, as you can see here, that is meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. So these are the main two types of plant tissue, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Okay, meristematic tissue again divided into three different types, that is apical meristem, intercellary meristem and lateral meristem. Here you can also speak like this, that is apical meristematic tissue, intercellary meristematic tissue and lateral meristematic tissue. Okay, Then next is permanent tissue. Okay, in permanent tissue also there are again two types. Okay, that is simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. So there are again two types in the permanent tissue, simple and complex. In simple permanent tissue again there are three types. Okay, so if you remember this mind map, then it will be easy for you to remember all the types of tissues. Okay, so again simple permanent tissue is having three types, that is parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Okay, so again three types, once again parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Okay, so these are the three types of simple permanent tissues. Now let's move towards the complex permanent tissue. Again it is having two types. Okay, that is xylem and phloem. You might have heard this word xylem and phloem in the lower studies. Okay, xylem means, as we know, the xylem conducts the water and minerals from the roots to the whole plant, and the phloem conducts, yes, food from leaves to all the parts of the plant. Right? So in detail we have to study about the tissues of xylem and phloem. Now let's move towards the animal tissues. There are mainly four types of animal tissues. That is, you can see here, muscular tissue, nervous tissue, connective tissue and epithelial tissue. So there are four types of tissue. Once again, epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. Okay, so let's see the types of each tissue. First, epithelial tissue. So epithelial tissue means the first or outer layer of our body, that is, we can say skin. So in epithelial tissue there are again four types, that is squamous epithelial tissue, then stratified squamous epithelial tissue, then cuboidal epithelial tissue and last one is columnar epithelial tissue. Okay, so these are the four types of epithelial tissue. Then next is connective tissue. Connective tissue, the word itself suggests it connects our various organs. Okay, so what connects our various organs? Yes, we can say blood, bones, right? So let's see the different types of it. Connective tissue. First is bone. Okay, bones are the connective tissue which connects our body, right? Then blood. Blood is also a type of connective tissue. Then areolar connective tissue, okay, which is present in fat cells. Then cartilage, okay, cartilage which is present in our nose and ears. It is soft than bones but harder than tissues. Okay, so that is cartilage. Then ligament and tendon. So there are 7 types of connective tissue. Let's see once again. Bone, areolar connective tissue, blood, cartilage, ligament and tendon. Right? Then let's move towards next animal tissue, that is muscular tissue. Muscular tissue is striated muscular tissue, smooth muscular tissue or smooth muscle tissue and cardiac tissue. Means cardiac tissue means which is present only in heart. The last one is nervous tissue. Okay, you might have heard this word nervous tissue Nervous tissue means nerve cells. Okay, nerve cells we studied in 8th standard that it has a particular structure. Okay, and it carries messages from our sense organs to the spinal cord and the brain. Right? So, this is the 4 types of animal tissue. So, now in our next lecture, we will going to study about all these tissues in detail. But before that, let me tell you one thing, that here we are studying about the complexity. Means we know that the complexity of plants and animals is different. Okay, highly complex plant is different than highly complex animal. So on the basis of complexity, we are going to study about the different types of tissues. Okay, and we know that as the complexity differs, the organization, the organ system also differs. So, in our next lecture, we will study the plant tissues in detail.
आभार।